Gentlemen, and maybe ladies. No, my YouTube demographics are dead straight. Everybody that watches my channel identifies as a dude. There we go. See, I said identifies as. Yeah, and it's mostly older dudes, like 35 to 65, kind of whatever. Either way, sciencey stuff today, not a tank. Again, a disclaimer, I am not a scientist, I am not a doctor, I am not a medical institution, I am not any sort of professional other than a nerdy tinkerer who is nerdy and likes to do a lot of research. And there was a problem that I needed to come up with a solution for. Now, I am satisfied with this. I make no disclaimers as to its actual effectiveness or blah, 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 blah. I'm basing all of my findings off of what I could get my hands on as far as research papers and video seminars and medical testing equipment that is available to the public. But basically, this is a UVC, germicidal, virucidal, death chamber for that evil thing named after a beloved Mexican beer. Not going to go there. But again, okay. So what this is a, I mean, I'm not sponsored. I don't have a Amazon affiliate link, but I got it on Amazon. It's a Vivo Sun. I've bought stuff from them before for like starting, my hot pepper plants. They make little heating mats and things. And, but this is a grow tent. So for the more nefarious of us, who knows what you're growing in there? Most people, we'd be starting peppers and tomatoes and basil and tarragon and cilantro and all that. Somebody said cilantro tastes like soap. To people that don't like cilantro, they say it tastes like soap. To everybody else, it's delicious. I need more cilantro on my salsa. But what I need is I need less sickness on my Amazon packages and their contents. The people delivering stuff could be and the people in the warehouse could also, and more likely, all over your stuff. And then touching things and wiping their nose. Wash your hands. 20 seconds. Sing happy birthday twice. Whatever they say. So we got this guy. Now listen, you're going to see me in this video for nearly the first time, full body. I have this camera on wide angle zoom. Okay, that means everything looks wider than it is. No, I'm not a skinny guy, but still, I've been in the house for over a month drinking beer and not getting any exercise, so just bear with my fat gut. But I did wear a funny t-shirt at least. So what I did is I got a bunch of UVC bulbs, and there's ranges of UV light. And this is actually my second time filming because the lighting was so effing terrible. Even I couldn't upload this garbage to YouTube. It was bad lighting. I fixed the lighting because the GoPro's auto exposure blows. But yeah, you have UVA and UVB. That's the sunblock stuff we gotta, so you don't get skin cancer. And UVC light is stopped by the atmosphere. The natural ozone in the atmosphere stops all the UVC. And everyone says, "Oh, the ozone's so bad." No, it stops UVC. UVC can cause eye damage and blindness, and it can cause skin irritation, burning, and possibly later on, skin cancer. Even more so than UVA and UVB. They're both very bad. UVC is the worst because it breaks down certain parts of DNA and RNA, as I've read, and it's made it into the media now. UVC. I've been working on this for upwards of 2 weeks now. I'm now satisfied with it. I started off with it with a UV light bulb that you would get to put into an air conditioning coil to keep the coil free of molds and fungus and bacteria and things like that, because it's constantly lighting the inside of that air conditioning coil. It keeps organisms from growing on it. There's other ones that are systems that you put in the ducts and the return ducts to kill stuff as it flies by. Those are less effective because auto exposure's freaking out again. Stop it. I don't want auto exposure. Stupid GoPro. Either way, the UVC needs time. It's not instant. It's not like a camera flash and everything's dead. Like these Stupid auto exposures piss me off. It needs time. So the Mark 1 version of this, I had one air conditioning UV fixture, and this is a big box. This is 2 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot. It's a big box. Let's open her up so you can see the inside. Again, I'm not really this fat. I'm kind of this fat. So okay, I'm sort of this fat. It's gotten worse. But this is the inside of the box, and this is the air conditioning thingy bobber I was talking about. You can get this on eBay for $80 to $100. Mostly companies in Florida. It seems mold growth on AC systems in Florida is rampant. We got another bulb here. This is a G23 base. Same type of bulb as these. Then we get these little 12-volt cold cathode bulbs. They're all up in the top, the sides, the back. The purpose of that, and let me turn this on for a minute while I talk, even though you can't hear me that well from over here, and I learned that by watching. So you really don't want to look at these lights. You don't. They will cause eye damage. They could cause temporary to permanent blindness, and they will damage your skin. So you want to be out of their flight line. Okay, you don't even want a lot of indirect exposure to them. Okay, you don't want to be anywhere near these things. So I'm going to turn it back off. Okay, that being said, the way you test these and the way hospitals use these, hospitals have these big mamma jamma rolling carts with like gigantic, huge banks of these bulbs in there. You know, like 4 foot tall monsters. And what they do is they get these UVC dosimeter cards. They're like $3.50 per card. They're not cheap. And they stick these cards all over the room that they're irradiating. They stick it on high-touch surfaces. They'll put one on the pillow. They'll put one on the oxygen controls. They'll put them all over the place. And they use these to indicate that enough UVC irradiation has occurred to kill all the nasty stuff, like MRSA and C. diff. The way they know is because the card turns pink, like this in the middle. Yellow to pink. It's kind of like a Pokeball. Pika, 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 dad. Pika UVC. Okay, that was a bad joke. Haven't brought a Pikachu joke into a video yet. We're not building tanks. I'm going off script here. So we did the UVC test cards. I ordered a small 10-pack of these. Again, $3.50 per shot. So, I mean, that's expensive. That's like using gold-plated lube every time you rub one out. That was a weird one. Okay. So yeah, there's our little boxy guy. So I started with that one air conditioning bulb at the top of the box, and a test card at the bottom of the box. And here we go. Test card at the bottom of the box, and it took an hour. And the test card wasn't even this pink. It was pinkish. It wasn't this pink. So this card was in the machine as it currently is configured for 10 minutes. It probably didn't even need 10 minutes to get this dark. There's a lot of milliwatts of UVC output inside this box right now. So, again, no official sanctioning, no credentials here, but, I put the shelving unit in it. I wanted chrome wire mesh shelving for the reflectivity. What they sent me, because it was from China, from Amazon, was silver powder coat. So it's slightly reflective, but not as reflective as chrome. This is the VivoSun Grow Tent. Those bulbs, you can find them on eBay. You could just look up UVC HVAC, and find that HVAC unit. The more advanced stuff is from a scientific company in Massachusetts. I'm going to start possibly building these for friends and family, or doctors, or hospital. Who knows? Whoever needs one. People with sickly people at home, so they can sanitize their packages, or at least provide shopping lists. But yeah, I have a 12-volt power supply there. If you notice, that's an old Novak. Ooh, old school, throwback. Novak 12-volt power supply. It actually puts out like 14 volts, but that's fine. The They don't care. But those other ones, that G23 base bulb and that air conditioning bulb, they just run on standard. They just plug into a wall socket. So you get a smart outlet, like one of those little Eufy smart home, or Amazon smart plugs, something like that, and you will be good to go. You can turn it on remotely, so you don't have to look at it. The other thing is, if you really wanted to, I guess, if you got a bunch of those bulbs, you could hang them in your bathroom. Definitely get the test cards. Those are American Ultraviolet is the company that sells the test cards. And try them out, but they don't go through glass, remember. So if your shower is like glass, you have to put the light on a stand in your shower to sanitize your shower. But you're washing in the shower, so stupid auto exposure. Stop flipping out. You would need the test cards to know that you're actually doing it. Now, here's a big problem right now. I'm not going to say the CHINA word. Sellers from the Far East are selling these gigantic, super duper powerful LED UVC, and it literally says it on here, the fraudsters, germicidal lamp, 60 watts. If this actually put out 60 watts, not milliwatts or microwatts, 60 watts, okay? And it actually worked. Turn this on for 1 second and look at it, you're blind. Okay, that'd be like, it would literally be like playing with the chunks of graphite from the Chernobyl disaster. And guess what? I put this in the box on a little stand. I put a test card under it. I left it on for 10 minutes within inches of the card. Nothing. Nada, zip, zilch. All this is a really powerful blue LED light bulb. It's garbage. Gabbage. Chinesium junk, as AVC would, AVE would, AVC. I got UVC on my head and I said AV, I meant to say EC, but either way, yeah, it's absolute garbage. It's corn cob, UV, LED, UVC lights, they're junk. There may be a small, stop it with the auto exposure. There may be a small minority of sellers on eBay that are selling legitimate, or Amazon. I got this one from Amazon. Not even eBay. Amazon. Okay? They're selling this through Amazon. We all love and trust. No, we don't. They're evil monsters. No, we do. But we trust Amazon a little more sometimes than eBay. And yeah, I got a fake bulb. And a lot of other people got fake bulbs. The only ones that I'm aware that are, there are UVC LEDs out there, but I don't think they're really that available to the general public, really. It's still in its earlier phases. These UVC tubes, though, these neon tubes, basically, that are made with quartz glass so that the UVC passes through, because UVC doesn't pass through regular glass, silica glass. They're made of quartz glass, and they're doped with some titanium-ish something, and they have mercury inside of them. They don't break them, and definitely don't breathe in the dust. They have some titanium to keep the 185 nanometer UV out, because that's what causes the ozone creation. Which is good for descenting a used car from a previous smoker. You don't want to breathe that crap in. And there's far UVC tech now, 220 nanometer. That's actually safe for human exposure, supposedly. As of what I've read, with their current testing, they say it's safe for human eyes and skin, and they're talking about putting it in light fixtures all over airports and hospitals and stadiums and arenas to just constantly be running and constantly killing airborne pathogens. That's going to be great, and that's going to be the new normal maybe someday, but the way we generally deal with crises like this is we go bananas for a while until the crisis is over, and we've learned our lessons, and we say, we've learned our lessons, we know to prepare, and all these things, and then we say, I don't want to get political. And then we say, hello, okay, well, let's prepare for everything. And they say, how much is that going to cost? And they go, blah, 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 billions. And they go, no, we've got tanks to build. I'm sort of the same way, It's kind of like, hey, honey, I want to paint the house. And I'm like, well, how much does that cost? And she's like, well, it costs like 4 tanks. And I'm like, man, no way. And then I turn around and I go build another tank. That's how things are to probably pan out. So I'm going to be prepared for future. I was prepared before this. Back in 2014, we had a scare of this thing called Ebola. Yeah, I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable for a damn good reason. Ebola. And I went out and I said, you know what, I'm a little bit of a prepper, guys. And I'm like, I'm going to just stock up. I'm going to get some of those N95 masks. I'm going to get some rubber gloves. I might have bought a gas mask or two. I'm not sure. Maybe I did. Yes, I did. So I bought, a normal supply. A 20-pack back then was $15 on eBay. Or $15.99 on Amazon, sorry. $15.99. Now it's just like $5 million for two. And they're fake. So I had these things. I sent some to my parents and to my brother and, my best friend and, a coworker or two. And, I've given it some local, friends and family here. And, I don't use those. I just have a paint respirator for spray paint and tanks. I'm just wearing my paint respirator out. The cashiers look at me like, that's a weird mask. And I'm like, it's a paint respirator. Oh, okay. And look, I'm not going to get into the arguments over the respirators or anything and, the filtering in and out. A guy crashed while wearing an N95 mask the other day in Jersey, supposedly because he was wearing it while he was driving by himself in a car where you could hit recirculate it on the air conditioning. Most vehicles also have a HEPA filter in the dashboard. We'd call that Darwinism at its finest. But either way, so we were prepared here. We do subscribe and save for everything. And because I'm a little bit of a quack, I always make sure there's like double or triple of everything we need on a daily basis. TP, paper towels, soaps, body washes, hair products, vitamins, all sorts of things. We're always overloaded on stuff. And the wife goes, why do we need so much toilet paper? She actually yelled at me once for buying too much toilet paper. This was like 6 years ago. I said, I'm just keeping an extra box in the basement just in case. SHTF. Yeah, who wouldn't? I mean, we lost power. We'd have floods in Jersey. We'd have all sorts of, you'd have Superstorm Sandy, So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep extra. She's like, why are there tampons coming in the mail? Why are there... Listen, you can never, especially feminine products, always have extra. Either way, always be able to sanitize them, too. So that being said, like I gave in the disclaimers, I'm no scientific, I'm a nerd. Don't get me wrong. I probably should have just gone to college for like electrical or mechanical or some sort of engineering or something. But 10 minutes in the box, that test card went super pink. 10 minutes, from what I've seen, and this thing sets off those cards no matter where they are in the box, no matter which way they're facing, which means all sides of a box, top and bottom, left, right, back, and front, is zapped. And then whenever I get back from the supermarket, take off my hat, take off my safety glasses, take off my respirator. I know, you're getting the picture now. Fat guy wearing a respirator, safety glasses, and a hat in the supermarket. They're like, don't mess with that guy. He's got a shopping cart full of beer, and he looks like a psychopath. So people kind of just nope the hell out of my way, which is nice because you should socially distance. Even though the 6 feet is great, the sneeze testing shows 27 feet. Mother Nature will have her way with us one way or the other. But yeah, that's basically it. This thing works great. You build a smaller box, use less lights, you're going to get whatever results you get. Use the test cards. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Get those test cards. That's what the hospital uses. If it's good enough for the hospital, they are backing that card up. I'm not going to say those cards are infallible. I'm not in the medical industry, but those are what are touted as, and they're used to determine the effectiveness of the UV treatment. Do not buy the LED corncob light bulbs from anybody. Maybe one dude or two people on Amazon and eBay are selling legit product. The rest of them are just ripping us off. There's bootleg stuff coming in more than ever now, and it's bootleg of the worst kind. Bootleg respirators and bootleg masks and God knows what. They're taking advantage, and God, I can't get into it. I'm not going to get it. The comment section, guys. Purely technical, scientific conversation is allowed in the comment section on this video. If anything, if I see shit hitting the fan in the comment section, I'm turning comments the hell off, okay? But if you have a legitimate question or valid concern, throw a comment below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be back to tanks in the next video, most likely. But, again, the disclaimer, from my testing and from what I've done, this is doing its job, okay? I make no warranties, expressed or implied, claimed. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a trained political, socioeconomic lapdog of any form. I'm not a TV doctor. I'm an internet model builder. Literally, that's all I'm qualified for right now. I have some other unofficial qualifications that we could do in another video. Okay? But yeah, you like that? Yeah, that's cool. That's retired garbage riot shield from like God knows the 90s. I was gonna get like some LiPo batteries and some like LED car headlamp bulb and see how bright I can make that damn light on that breaching shield. I don't think it's bulletproof anymore, to be honest. It's so damn old and worn out. But yeah, I could throw it in the box. See, it's almost. I mean, well, yeah, I actually probably could fit it in the box and sanitize it, because it's probably pretty nasty. If I know that I know a person in law enforcement, he's gross. He's a sweaty, icky. He's a really cool guy. I love him, but he's like one of my best friends. But he's ugh. You spend a day in the heat in body armor, going into some place to pull somebody out of there that doesn't want to come out. You're pretty ripe. They might use stuff like this to sanitize his underwear. Also, ozone chambers are used by military and law enforcement. Ozone chambers do a similar job that this does, except this doesn't put out ozone, it puts out UVC. And UVC can't kill odors necessarily on things it can't expose the light to. So in those scenarios, there are ozone boxes that they sell to clean sports equipment and military gear. You can get one of those boxes. Guy I know has one of those boxes. It's the size of a big old steel double file locker cabinet thing, and you put stuff in there and the ozone kills all the nastiness in it, and the stuff comes out springtime fresh apparently, but it also doesn't have any jockstrap germs on it, athlete's foot type stuff and other things. But there we go. So, what did I say? Oh yeah, don't look at the light. Don't get the light on your skin. It's not good light. There's a reason Mother Nature designed the ozone to block it. It's horrible for your eyes and your skin. Definitely don't put it in a catheter and shove it up your butt like somebody recommended, or down your throat. I don't know where they wanted to put the UV light. Do not do that. Like, you're talking like that'd be like the cancer colonoscopy from hell right there, most likely. Again, I'm not a scientist or doctor. I just know the side effects of this spectrum of light from what I've read, and put it in a tube down the front hole or up the back hole. Either way, oh boy, such a bad idea. Don't want to start any ranting with that one. But, oh dear. So this video, thankfully, much better lit. I'll upload this one. But either way, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back with some more tank action next time. I may start reviewing power tools. I don't know. It's the thing the fat guys on the internet do. I mean, that guy, the Den of Tools, the bear, I think the human's a pretty chunky dude. If he's a bear, why, you'd be a big teddy bear? Like, I'd rather be your little Pee Wee Herman doll. At least I know I'm not fat at that point, but no. And with a Pee Wee Herman, I think I picked the wrong person. Am I Michael Jackson? No, bad. Skinny guy, cool, that's not controversial. Anyone know anyone like that? You're my Jerry Seinfeld. I don't think anything bad that's happened with him yet. He's never... Cosmo Kramer? I don't know. He might have said something bad. Either way, guys, we'll be back with tanks and other fun things on the next episode. But for now, I hope I could have helped somebody out. If you want to sanitize your TP rolls, good luck, because I'm going to fit them in here very well. But yeah, good for packages, post office and Amazon. The workers, we appreciate their work they're doing, but they could be hocking loogies all over our stuff and sniffling all over it by accident, not realizing. And this is how we protect from the outside world what comes in. And same thing in the supermarket. You want to put your boxes of taco kits in there and all that. Stop wasting Lysol wipes on wiping down your taco kit box. Okay? You can put it in here, or you can just leave it somewhere for 7 days. Hopefully that's the period that's effective. But again, it's constantly evolving, the information, what's known about this, because it's very new still. They're basing things on previous knowledge of similar beer name, things that have been bad, make people sick, bleh. But either way, guys, this is Ian signing off, okay? I'll see you next time with some streaking grime. That's what everyone really wants, alright, guys? Later.